Hello, magical butterflies. This is Xtina from Butterfly Intuition, Divine Guidance. I hope you are having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, please make sure to hit the bell notification so you are notified when I post a new video. If you are interested in purchasing a guidance reading or a guidance session, they can be booked in my Etsy shop. That is the only place where I book readings and sessions. The link to my Etsy shop, along with my list of services, are listed below. If you are interested in purchasing one of the decks I created, or the Twin Flame music deck I co-created with my soul sister, if you are in the United States, you can purchase them on my Etsy shop. If you are international, there is a special ordering link for you below. My Instagram, my Facebook, my Patreon community, my blog website, and my donation links are listed below. This reading is going to be a general collective reading for Aries season, which is from March 21st through April 19th. This will be general. This can apply to all areas of life. As a reminder, please use your own discernment when watching this video. Please only take the message or messages that resonate, speak to your soul, and what doesn't, release it and let it fly. Let's get into the theme for Aries season. Just to see what the theme overall is going to be, the deck I'm going to be using for this is the Black Moon Astrology deck by Susan Shepard. Solar eclipse, revolution, number 44, which equals an 8. And 8s I always see as the infinity symbol, the forever number. And 7th house, partners, number 31, which equals a 4. So what I'm really feeling with these two cards is that there is going to be some type of revolution, or should I say revelation, when it comes to partners, all types of partnerships, love, friends, family, work. There's going to be a shift. There's going to be a revelation. There's going to be a new sense, a new beginning. New people are going to be coming in. Maybe people from the past are going to be returning. Relationships are going to deepen. Everything is going to align during Aries season that is going to bring this fresh new start, something that you have been wanting to bring in for some time. Solar eclipses are a very intense energy. This is showing me that what has been dark is going to become light. Because you see how you have this dark circle right here and there's a beautiful light behind it? That shows me the darkness. You're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and the partners, the partnerships, everything is just going to be revealed. See how the light is shining down? The light is coming in. New beginning, revelations, and just a sense of, oh, this is why this happened. So if you have been unsure why a certain situation or relationship didn't pan out, or there's a lot of complications, a lot of blocks, a lot of obstacles, you're going to get the clarity, you're going to get the reason why, and everything is going to become crystal clear, and you're going to see why it happened, what you were meant to learn, and overall, just why it happened to get you on this path of a new beginning during Aries season. Okay, so that is what I have for the theme for Aries season. Next, I'm going to get the overall energy that Aries season is going to be bringing in for the collective. The deck I'm going to be using for this is the Primrose and Prose Oracle deck by Samantha Sawyer. And if you like this deck can be found on Etsy. So the first card is Pisces. So we shift out of Pisces into Aries. So Pisces is the last sign of the astrological chart. So they consider Pisces the end of the astrological year. So there's an ending that has been coming, a completion of a cycle, because the Pisces card in this deck is number 19. And that equals a 10, and 10s are about cycle starting. So this card means home, returning, support, lovers. What I've lost and who I found doesn't matter when you aren't around. This enjoyment is fickle and brief. With you here, I can stall my grief. So what I'm getting is that Pisces season brought a lot of intense, heavy energy. It brought a lot of emotions up to the surface. It had a roller coaster where one day you were good, the next day you weren't good. And what I'm really feeling is the overall energy that is coming into Aries is that it's bringing balance and it's bringing an ending to this energy, because I'm really drawn to what I've lost and who I found doesn't matter when you aren't around. So this line just speaks to me. It really is just showing me a scenario of if you are separated from a love partner, or there's some type of complication between you and a love partner or a love interest, what I've lost and who I found. So maybe you lost the connection, you lost the person, but you found yourself. And it doesn't matter when you aren't around, because now that you've found yourself, or you will find yourself during Aries season, it doesn't matter if this person isn't around, because you've found yourself. You've found union with self. And that is a really big milestone, and that is a huge shift to go from being in that codependent energy, wanting to know when a person's coming back, why they're not there, just being focused, being attached. This energy is just being released, and Aries season is going to bring in a new beginning. And that new beginning is Capricorn. So Capricorn in this deck is number 17, which equals an 8. So we have the infinity symbol, the forever number again. This card means down to earth, value, positivity, and blindness. Grounded in earth, set in soil, a constitution wrapped in gold foil, they've come to expect the worst and forgotten to be positive first. So what I'm really getting is that having this balance, this new energy, this shift, this union with self energy is bringing in the grounding, the centered, and the stable energy that has been missing. You see the blessings in everything. You understand that everything happened to get you to this point, and you're very positive. And the blindness just shows me that you are walking down this new path, just blinded in unwavering faith, just believing that you're on the right path, knowing you're on the right path. You see your value, you see your worth, and you're just ready for whatever Spirit has for you, because you're excited for this new change that is coming, this change of thinking, this change of being. Maybe you're changing things in your life overall, or you just have a newfound energy surrounding yourself, how you just handle yourself, how you carry yourself, how you dress, how your makeup is, if you wear makeup, jewelry, just how you present yourself, just your energy just kind of falls into how you present yourself when you're in the outside world. And what that does is it brings in the energy of solitude. So with solitude is the number 1 card in this deck. So 1 is about something new, something fresh. So you're coming out of a period of solitude. Maybe you went into a period of solitude during Pisces season, because this card means ghostly, obscured, fair premonition. A farce of winter's breath, an intangible brush with death, caution favors the bold, lest the body begin to grow cold. So this is just showing me an ending of a cycle, an ending of a place of sadness, of anger, of resentment when it comes to maybe you were clinging to something from the past, something that didn't pan out. Could be a love relationship, could be a job that you did not get, or maybe you lost your job, or there's some type of turmoil in family and friends and some type of relationship. Just something didn't work out, and I'm just hearing rejection for your divine protection, because that was just not meant to be. And now that you've come out of this solitude because you are healing yourself and you are getting into union with self, you are now ready to embark on this new journey. And what that's doing, it's bringing in this tranquilized energy. And this is the number 8 card. This card means imminent desperation, bindings, suffocation. Streets of veins coursing with poison, limbs locking up, left frozen. Nothing can escape the prison chains. Be prepared to steep in pain. So what I'm feeling is that this energy of tranquilize is really just representing fear. And being in that state of solitude, you were able to face your fears. You were able to see exactly what was causing you not to move forward. And you're releasing this energy because you now see the blessing and you now see the lesson that you needed to learn in order for you to grow and evolve. And they're telling me to pull the card at the bottom of the deck, which is Gemini. And Gemini is number 22, which equals a 4. This card means duality, strength, time, hindsight. The forest wasn't grown in a day, said the doe lying on the beltway. No, it wasn't, replied the buck. Nothing is grown from luck. So what I'm just really drawn to, the forest wasn't grown in a day, meaning the seeds that you have planted back in the day are going to start blooming, are going to start coming into fruition during Aries season, because Aries season starts right after we have the spring equinox. So there's just a magic of something manifesting that you have been wanting to manifest for some time. So next we're going to get what is coming in your life during Aries season for the collective. I was just called to pick 2 areas of life, so I chose love and career because a lot of people follow me and book readings with me based on those 2 subjects. So first we're going to see what's coming in love for the collective. The deck I'm going to be using is the Romance Angels. So what is coming in love for the collective? And I'm hearing second chance. We have the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So the boat symbolizes travel. So second chance is what I heard. So someone is going to be traveling towards you, wanting a second chance with you. And this person is in the flirt energy. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So they're going to be very soft, very lighthearted, very flirty. So if this is a person from the past that you have been wanting to reconnect with, make sure you have your guard down and you also extend your lighthearted energy to them. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So for those that are resonating with a person from the past coming back, this person is going to be a new love because they are going to be a new person because they're not the person that you remember. So this is somebody who has learned their lessons. This is someone who has gone really through the ringer, who understands what they had in front of them when you were there. They didn't realize it until it was too late. I'm hearing don't know what you got until it's gone. And now this person is going to be traveling towards you to be lighthearted, to be flirty, to just explain what they were going through and to really just extend their hand asking for a second chance. Now, if you're not wanting to go back with someone from the past, a new love counterpart is going to be coming into your life. So if you have been wanting to meet a new person and maybe it hasn't manifested, ask yourself the question, why are you keeping me single? What do I need to learn? Spirit will show you you will be able to learn that lesson, clear, purge, release, heal whatever needs to be healed so you can manifest this new person coming in. And healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So healing is going to happen for the majority of the collective during Aries season. So if you have inner child wounds that have come up or will come up, or you have been dealing with them for some time, you are finally going to be able to heal them. So if you have issues with commitment and you're seeing that it's a pattern that you learned from your parents, or just it runs in your family, you know, just based on how your parents treated each other or just how you viewed relationships growing up, that energy is going to be healed. If there are inner child wounds or just wounds of maybe the way you were treated in school and with past love partners, those issues will come up to the surface to be healed. And then any issues that your person has been going through, they are going to be shown what they need to heal and clear, and hopefully they will make that free will decision to do that. And then if there is some healing that needs to be done in your connection, if there has been a lot of turbulence, if there has been a lot of conflict and challenges between the two of you, a chance for the two of you to sit down and have a conversation is possible, for a heart-to-heart conversation to be had. Because separation has been consistent in this connection, so time apart from your partner is on the horizon, which means two things. Either the two of you have been apart for some time and you're going to come back into communication or some type of contact during Aries season, or it just means the separation is going to continue because there is something or some things that one or both of you still have to heal. And sometimes when you close a cycle, there is a period of rest before the new cycle can begin. Sometimes you have to just let the energy settle and just allow things to shift before you start moving back. So if you are connecting with someone who is in a third-party relationship and you find out that person has broken up with that person, they may need some time on their own to heal, to just heal whatever they need to heal, and just before they can come towards you, because you don't want them to come towards you before they're ready, because if they come towards you before they're ready, then you're just going to see they're going to be in very quick and they're going to be out very quick as well. You want them to come back when they're ready. So if they need the time and space to do that, allow them the time and space to make that free will decision. And when you do that, you will help let go of control issues. You will allow the situation to unfold naturally. That really is the biggest thing in a love connection, when you're so focused on where your person is, or whether they're a person from the past or someone new. If you're constantly looking, if you're constantly waiting, you get attached to outcomes, you have attachments to timelines, you have expectations, and that can cause a delay, and sometimes it can cause self-sabotage. So letting go of control issues is something that just needs to be let go of if you haven't done it. If you have, that's amazing. Just allow the situation to unfold naturally. Don't look for the person. Don't expect anything. We're not meant to know everything. Spirit will bring everything back around as it's supposed to. And they're telling me to pull the bottom of the deck, which is pay attention to the red flags. Now, I'm not seeing this card as negative. I'm really seeing this more as pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities that Spirit is giving you. Pay attention to the instincts, the gut feelings, the little nudges you're getting from your intuition. Really pay attention. Trust your intuition, because sometimes you have to look at things beyond your human eyes. You have to look at things through your third eye. And when you do that, you're able to see things more clearly. You won't get in that ego energy of codependency, and you will allow the situation to unfold naturally. Next, we're going to get what's coming in career and life purpose. Since career and life purpose are usually connected to each other in some capacity, the deck I'm going to be using for this is the Moonology Oracle by Yasmin Boland. Step out of your comfort zone. So during Aries season, you are going to be asked to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to be nudged to kind of step out of your comfort zone. If you are looking for a new job, you may get the little nudging from Spirit to look in a different area, a different field, something you would never think you could do. And you're going to just get that overwhelming feeling like, I have to apply for this job. I have to go on this interview. You will feel a little overwhelmed. You will feel scared because this will be outside of your comfort zone, especially if you have been in a job for some time. You have your little sense of security, kind of like a Cancer that's a crab, like staying in your shell, being all happy, being in your little shell. But it's time to step out of your comfort zone and just see what else is out there. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So if you have been working on something, maybe you're working on a side business or starting your own business, what I'm getting from this card is that your hard work is paying off. There's something new that's going to start with the new moon energy. So if you have set intentions, even in Capricorn season, or you are a Capricorn, but of course take it as it applies, with this being general. Just the sign of Capricorn is just really strong with this card and this message. These intentions you set to maybe grow your business, if you've been doing it as a side hustle and you want to do it full time, or you're starting a business and you're just you're planting the seeds, something is going to shift. And what's going to shift is that you're going to show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. You are not going to be afraid to hide who you are, your talents, what you're doing, because if you want to do this full time, especially if you're doing it as a side hustle, you have to be able to tell people, yeah, this is what I do. This is my talent. This is my gift. This is what I do. It is your time to shine, is what I'm hearing. The next thing is have faith in your dreams. No matter where you're at when it comes to career and life purpose, whether you work for a company, you work for yourself, you do both, or you're trying to decide the direction to go when it comes to a job, you're at a crossroads, just have faith in your dreams. If you believe, if you have the infinite possibilities, believing in the impossible, you will transform out of fear. That's what the butterfly on this card shows me. The new moon on this card shows me also. If you set intentions, whether you have set intentions or you set new intentions during the new moon in Aries, you will manifest and transform out of fear to make your dreams a reality. But you must believe. And new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. So it's time to bring balance to yourself. If you're in your head a lot, if you overthink, if you have a tug of war between the ego and the intuition, what I'm getting from these cards is that if you meditate and contemplate and balance out your emotions, because the two fish just show me you just got to get in sync, kind of like the yin and yang symbol, you will be able to bring in a new beginning. And that new beginning will need adjustments that are required. So you will have to adjust things in your life because you will be starting a new chapter. There is no going back to what you used to do. Everything changes, everything shifts as you move into this new direction. And if you get scared, Spirit is just reminding you to work through your fears. Don't get into the Scorpion energy where you just want to sting people and snap at people. Work through your fears and keep moving forward. And just know that it is a time for healing, especially if you are ending a chapter of a job that you've had for a long time. You may need some time to just heal and process and just take a pause to say goodbye, to let go, because even if it is your decision to leave, the emotions are going to be overwhelming because you're ending a huge chapter of your life. You're leaving a place that you have been for a long, long time, and you just know that there's something better out there because you want to look at the bigger picture. You want to see things very differently. You want to think outside the box. You want to step out of your comfort zone, and you want to believe that there is just something big. So this is Sagittarius, full moon in Sagittarius. So full moon energy is just telling you it's being illuminated to you. Sagittarius is a fire sign, so be in that fire energy. Follow your passion, be a leader, be confident. And if you can do that, you will get into the new moon in Virgo energy where it'll be a time to give rather than take. And the message is very simple with this card. You are good enough. Give to yourself. Okay, so that is what I have for what's coming for the collective, for love and career. Next, I'm going to get you what Spirit wants you to know. So this is just what Spirit wants you to know. This is just general advice for all areas of life. Guidance, messages, advice, just what you need to know overall, and any action steps you may be guided to take on your personal journey of self-love and healing. So I was guided to use 2 spirit animal decks. So I'm going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And then I will pull cards from Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma. So the first one is Badger Spirit, number 4. Be fearless and bold. Along with Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. So the Coyote represents the trickster. So if you have been tricked either by a person or by your ego, Spirit is coming through telling you to be fearless and bold so that the revealer of truth can show you where you've been tricked and that you have the wisdom. If you look at what that situation, what that person taught you, you can laugh at that situation, you can laugh at yourself, and they're saying to just be fearless and bold, but look out for traps, look out for obstacles. That is where your intuition comes in hand. You have to listen to your intuition, especially if you're an empath. If something feels off, if someone's energy feels off, honor that, because that your intuition is telling you there's something off, and then you won't be tricked by anybody. Next is the Fox Spirit, number 27, which equals a 9, and 9s are about a cycle closing. The Fox Spirit is think on your feet, and it is clarified by the butterfly, rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. So think on your feet. Be cunning like the fox. Be smart like the fox. And don't be outsmarted. Transform and have a rebirth by reinventing yourself. Embrace the change. You have some type of brilliance to share with the world. You have a talent. Everybody does. And you have to love every part of the journey, even the hard stuff, even the stuff that you get stuck on. And sometimes you will have to think on your feet, and that is where the intuition comes into play. Because you don't want to think on your feet and let your ego guide the way, because that causes a whole roller coaster of events to happen because you're not listening to your intuition to make that decision. Next is Cat Spirit, number 13, which equals a 4. Claim your independence, and that's clarified by Hawk Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So I always see the cat as the intuition. So when you listen to your intuition, you claim your independence, because you claim your independence where you're not dependent on the ego. You're not dependent on fear, doubt, worry, overthinking. And you're able to fly like the hawk and go towards what it is you desire. And you hear the messages, you receive the messages that your intuition is bringing you. And that does bring a greater vision for you to see the signs, and you won't miss the signs and synchronicities because you will be open to seeing them and you won't be closed off to it. And you will understand what is important in your life, and any distractions you will be able to eliminate. You have a bright future, everyone does. So it's time to let yourself ascend to new heights by not being afraid and letting your intuition lead the way. And your last message from this section is Parrot Spirit. Number 45, which equals a 9. Watch your words. Clarified by Cat Independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So, Parrot, I'm really just seeing that. Watch your words. I'm getting a couple messages with this card. The first one that's coming through very clear is somebody who gossips, who's a parrot, who blabs everybody's business. So watch your words when you're talking with someone who gossips about other people, who tells you other people's business. Because if they're telling you everybody's business, they're telling people your business. So don't share anything intimate or private with this type of person. Instead, be the cat. Listen to your intuition, because your intuition is strong. If something feels off about a person who's in that energy, listen to your intuition. You don't have to go with the crowd, which means you don't have to sit there and listen to the gossip. You don't have to partake in it. You can walk away. You can just say, hey, you know what? I'm just not going to get involved in that. You can even say, I'm not involved in the project, because life will support you in every way, but you have to make the decision to not engage in energy and behaviors that don't feel right to you. That is where the intuition has to be the number one thing that you use moving forward. Okay, so the next section is going to be affirmations. So I'm going to use the moon deck to get affirmations for the collective. So these will just be channeled affirmations. I'm just going to read the cards. So whichever one just speaks to you, you can use that as an affirmation during Aries season or whenever you want to. And if it doesn't speak to you, you can just release it. Movement awakens my creative spirit. Collaboration brings more sweetness into my life and into the world. The rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. And for some reason I'm hearing the song Rhythm is a Dancer, so I will link that song below, because that song has a special message for someone watching this reading. And the last affirmation is I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. So you can write down the affirmations. You can take screenshots of them. If they speak to you, if they don't, no worries. And the last section of this reading, I'm going to use my pendulum before I head over into the extended reading, which will be on my Patreon channel. And for those that are interested, my Patreon channel is a monthly subscription. I have 3 tier levels that you can join to get access to all of my extended readings and exclusive content that I don't put on any of my other platforms. So what I'm going to do to end this reading, I'm going to use this pendulum. Let me just adjust the camera here. So you see the board right here. It says yes, no, unsure, and rephrase. I have my pendulum here. So what I'm going to do, I want you to think of a question. I'll let it sit for a couple minutes. Think of a question, just a simple and basic question, which would really just give you a yes or no answer, because that's really what we're looking for. It could be any area of life. I will have the pendulum bring forth the answer, and I will pull 2 angel answer cards to get clarification on that answer. And if you want to go further and get guidance messages on that answer, that is when you can go into the extended reading. The link to the extended reading is below. So we'll just let this sit for a couple minutes while you think of your question. Spirit says it's time. It's a little less than a couple minutes. So you have your question. So Spirit, the question that the collective is asking, what is the answer? What is the answer to the collective's question? Okay, so it is swinging to unsure. So the answer for the pendulum is unsure. So it's not yes, it's not no, it's maybe. So let's get two angel answer cards. No and wait. So this clarifies maybe. So Spirit is saying no, as in it's not the right time and you need to wait. I'm hearing things have to shift. If you're asking about a love connection, it's not the right time. Things have to shift. Things have to come into balance. And patience is required. So Spirit is not saying no outright. They're just saying not right now. That you must wait. That there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes. And that divine timing is at hand. So if you want to get more into this answer, the link to the extended reading is below. If not, I thank you so much for being here. I do hope this reading has brought you clarity and guidance on what is coming for Aries season. If it resonated, let me know in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video with anyone who you feel would need to hear or like to hear the messages in this reading. Love and light to you. Have a magical Aries season.